Let's talk about tailoring your teaching and learning style for adult swimmers. What do we need to do differently? How do we need to craft the experience for you as an adult, for teaching an adult as compared to teaching children? Swimming lessons are really, we see and visualize oftentimes kids. And so we oftentimes put ourselves into a lesson that is really based on how to teach kids, or we're teaching adults really based on how to teach kids. But we need to see, how do we tailor it? How do we adjust things in our own brains as a student, in our own brains as a teacher, to be able to actually meet the adult student's needs? So the first thing that we always want to do when we have an adult student, when you're the adult learner, is you want to see where you're currently at. Check out what the story is right now. This will reveal the limiting beliefs. It will reveal the worries. It will also reveal the positive things that you have to say about yourself or about the water, about you as a learner. We want to know all of those things when we first start out. Just popped out of the pool to pop in and see, would you love to share Calm Within Adult Swim with your friends or your students? We have an affiliate program. Pop down on the links, see if it's right for you to earn a little commission and share a little love. When we do lessons with kids, it's about go, jump right in. If you go to an adult lesson and they're like, come on in, we'll meet you in the water, this isn't giving you a chance to see, wait a second, I got this big old brain that's getting in the way, that's doing lots of things. It's got to get taken care of. So we got to see what the starting place is. The next conversation that you want to have with yourself, that teacher wants to have with an adult student, is where you want to go. You have a goal. When kids come to swimming lessons, they don't really have a goal. I mean, maybe some of them do, but pretty much they're there because their parents signed them up and said, you're learning how to swim. So, okay, they go along with the program. They're not really structured to think in a very goal-oriented way, which is great for kids, but you're an adult or you're working with adults. They have goals. So we've got to know what they are, because that is also going to be playing. You're perpetually going to be evaluating, am I going towards that goal or not? And you have a picture of what that goal is, and you also have this idea of what you should be doing. This can really get in the way of actually learning the steps that you need to be learning. Most of the time, because as an adult, we can see big picture things, we're like jumping way ahead. I mean, think about when you learn a new language, your brain operates in an adult conversational way. But when you first learn a new language, you have to talk like a 1-year-old in single words and then a couple of words. But you're like, I just really want to be able to find my way around and order food and get to my hotel or whatever I want to do for travel or something like that. Or I want to, I've got family in another place and I want to have heart-to-heart conversations. So real full conversations, not one-word conversation. This happens in learning anything new. So we need to know what that goal is so that we can start to see, okay, not just the actual big goal. I want to do a triathlon. I want to go scuba diving. But we also want to know, how do you want to feel when you're doing that goal? Why do you want that goal? Who do you think you're going to be? How do you think you're going to show up in the world? How do you think you're going to feel if you could do that goal? And this is essential. This is what kids are very good at on their own. Kids are very good at being in the moment and just like, I just want to have fun. I don't care if I meet that goal or not. I just want to have fun. And it turns out then when they meet that goal, they are much more likely to be having fun. So think about what we want as that goal, and we want to start giving it. Now the third piece, now we get to go. Now we get to step into action, and we get to lean into doing the tiny parts, the single words, stringing sentences together like you would in a language. When we start to go into action, we start to actually do something. This is the time like, okay, let's get in the water. After we've had these first conversational pieces, we want to make sure that our action steps are grounded in the feeling. So we're really in the feeling of what is it the way I want to create in the future place. This really helps us as adults to say, I'm actually achieving a really big part of my goal right now. It's not about me figuring out how treading water and swimming a mile works that I start to have fun. I get to have fun and curiosity right now, staying in this sense of feeling. And if it's fun to bring our full presence into walking and moving in the water, we start to notice when we get out of the future place and into now, the water offers so much fun and curiosity and participation with a very low level of skill, right? Most people can figure out how to walk in the water with little to no instruction, and it can really be fun. But it's not fun if you always think you should be at a different place, or you're only allowed to have fun when you get to a certain skill level, or you're only allowed to fully participate, or you have these rules. This goes back to the story. My starting story is you have to do this and that in order to participate or have fun or to really count as swimming. When we're learning as an adult, we have to take care of these mental parts here. What's the story I'm telling myself? What is it that I want to have? And how is it that I want this to feel? When I step into action, I'm going to power it. I'm going to fuel it with the feeling that I desire. Breaking it down, going slow enough, having enough presence and control and curiosity with each step of the way so I get to have the feeling I want today. Hey, if you're curious about how to get started, what some of these little steps are, jump on in. There's a freebie down there. Come on in. If you're curious about how to do this for teachers, let's chat. Let's have a chat. Let's see if teaching this way is right for you. Link is down there in the notes. Aloha!